Alright, hello everyone. We are coming back for hole number 2 here of the Masters. We are going to be switching to rock for accuracy purposes. And one of the things that I remember from yesterday is I kind of got towards the end of power a bit. So I'm going to readjust my spin today. And we're going to do a revision on what I did. One of the things I also noticed is the landing zone was a little bit shorter, so you do have to go more rings. So for example, if I have a 12 wind, maybe I'll go 14 rings, for example. And that's going to be a more spot-on adjustment for this hole, especially towards max club. But not to mention, it's so straight into the face that the wind, plus, being at a Kingmaker, for example, when you're at max Kingmaker, you're at least 7% more. So I would, factor that in, at least those numbers. If, rock is usually 1.0 per ring, it needs to become 0.93 per ring, for example. And that kind of, accounts for the differences, more or less. So, playing it right around 0.90 is kind of more or less what I have in mind for the ring adjustment. But in addition to that, since you're so close to the max, I'm going to change my shot up just slightly. And, one of the biggest things that I definitely recommend is not bringing things like a Pak 2 to this hole. You can see the accuracy. Look how big his, shot circle is. It's huge. It gives you not a lot of room for error. You want to make sure that you always hit perfect ball when you don't have the accurate clubs. And there you see, he did. Let's see if he gets the run out. It's not an overall bad attempt by any means, but it's so easy for him to miss the fairway as well. So keeping that in mind is one reason that you just kind of want to make life easier on yourself. You can see the way that my shot is setting up. I have almost the entire bullseye in the fairway here. So the odds of me messing this up are going to be very low. So here, like I mentioned, I'm going to change my shot. I'm going to go more 2 here, 2 backspin, and play it more off the front of this tree shadow here. And, right around 12 rings here is what I'm going to be looking to go. Right around 12. I'm going to do it with a little bit of curl. Great ball. I'm assuming that I'm going, and you can see that it's not too bad. It is a little bit right. So you can see the adjustment's not too bad. I'm starting to get a little bit to where there's not enough backspin, that it's starting to bring the fringe into play. So you're going to have to keep that in mind, that you're going to start to get a little bit more close, and that's what I usually try to take out. If you notice from my first shot, that's one of the things that I try to eliminate altogether, is getting that fringe involved, or start to be where the bunker is going to start to come in play. So definitely be a little careful when you're doing your setups, to kind of ensure that you're not going to give yourself too much of a trouble. Here, this is a little interesting wind. It's better than the alternative. I had a couple shootouts yesterday where it was straight into the face, and really makes things interesting on this hole when that happens. So this is going to be, you know, relatively manageable. You can see kind of where I'm going to be lining up towards. 12 rings, I'm just trying to visualize. That seems pretty good. This seems pretty good. It's going to, it's 5, 10, yep. So this is more or less the adjustment. I'm assuming I can go pretty much max there. And just kind of curl it. Should be good. Take a look at this, see what it looks like. Just a little bit high, but it is going to come down. So just brought it in just a tiny bit too fast. You can kind of see the way that this hole's set up, kind of like a funnel. And, you know, your best chance to hold it is going to be always curling it and getting it way around there towards that backstop where I kind of did. But I would have just needed to take it off a couple more rings in order to give that a good run. But that's more of the line that you want to take, is more towards the backstop there on that hole. Because that's how it shoots down towards the hole. As you can see, the way my ball funneled towards the hole, it doesn't always cut in front of the hole. Like when you bring it in from the side hill, it always cut in front of the hole no matter what. Whereas if you actually get it on that back slope, you can, you know, give it a run right at the cup. So that's typically the way that I play it. Even though, you know, I might lose some more shootouts, I'd prefer to just go for the hole-in-one. It just makes things a little bit more fun for me. So that's the way that you'll see me play it, usually in Tour 11 as well. It's a little bit more aggressive and get it way around the corner, bending towards the back. And like I said, you know, if you don't hit everything absolutely perfect and hit that hill just right, you know, it's going to come in too fast, so you're probably going to lose the shootout because it's not as consistent, but it's the only way you can make it. So anyway, good luck at hole number 2, and be on the lookout for hole number 3. I will be setting up my guide momentarily, and we'll give it a go. So good luck out there.